Yeah, I think it's interesting just thinking about what we said within the past few minutes. The difference for me, I would say, between a preference and it actually being some form of discrimination is if I attach a personality to whatever preference I have. So that can go to a multitude of things, but specifically with skin tone, I think we see that a lot. And some people, I mean, I've heard some men, even though I know they say, light skinned women are always preferred, they say light skinned women have a horrible attitude. We're stuck up. We're conceited. We're all about ourselves. So we're not good partners, right? So those are some things that people really attribute. And it's not just a preference, right? So you're not just embracing or appreciating darker skin because it's beautiful. It's because you feel like the other side has all these negative characteristics. So that's something that I have to catch within myself. To answer your question, I've definitely dated lighter skin and darker skin. I have a joke though, so I do prefer darker skin men. And it's so funny because, like, you know how Drake says acting light skin, that ties into what we said. We're light skinned men. You're like, oh my God, they're like very self centered. They want to be the woman in the relationship. This is why I don't like dealing with them, right? So these are things that I say with my friends as a joke. But then I'm like, maybe that's not the right thing for me to say. So I definitely do have some of those viewpoints as well. It's interesting for me because my mother, she is several shades lighter than me. So if you saw my mom, you would probably think I'm inclined to say albino, but she doesn't have albino features, but she's that light.
Yeah.
And so growing up, she was picked on for her skin tone. So she intentionally dated men who are darker. So my father is a darker skinned man because she wanted us to have color. So growing up, for me, the messages were different. It wasn't like, light skin is great. She actually wanted us to have more color because that was her trauma. So I think we also should reflect on, our parents, their experiences. What did that look like? Because it definitely does shape what we view to be beautiful, what we gravitate toward as adults.
Wow, man, this is really good. I'm enjoying this conversation. I really am.
Yeah, it's very layered. It goes very deep. It's very rarely that when you think about skin tone, especially in our community, but in society as a whole, it's never just I like this because it looks good. There's usually some underlying tone.
Mhm.
And the sad thing is, I know your overarching question is colorism still a thing? Can we move on from this? And I really don't think we'll ever get to a point where it's fully eradicated. It's kind of like racism. It's so ingrained in our society where we can be aware of it. And I do think that, especially when you're benefiting from privileges like this, you should have self-awareness and speak out on it. But it's not even just the Black community. You look at India, you look in DR versus Haiti, like it's in so many different cultures that I really don't think that we can unlearn it. But also, I don't think that the people who have privilege will be willing to let it go.
Bars.
What are your thoughts, Sabrina?